but I'm also trying to make sure that the victim is not just safe for the next whatever months he's in jail. I want to make sure that the victim is safe, if at all possible, for the rest of her life. Okay, calling case numbers 2402052, 2500568, People versus Alfonso Thomas.
Good morning, Your Honor. Bob Spencer on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Judge. For the record, Patrick Gagdick. I'm here on behalf of Mr. Thomas. He's present with us from the jail. Mr. Thomas, you could state your name.
Alfonso Thomas.
No objection handling this matter by Zoom this morning.
I have Ms. Epley here from the probation department. So just to bring you up to speed, Mr. Spencer, on this one, and don't worry, there won't be any need for you to take a position or do anything substantially at this moment, because obviously you don't have your files, you don't know the situation, haven't had a chance to talk to all the parties, but I just want to sort of lay the groundwork for where we're at. So Mr. Thomas had pled in my court on March 14th. Now, mind you, this was originally a aggravated assault. It got amended to an aggravated domestic violence. He pled no contest. The victim on the case on this assault was Ms. Smith, Tatiana Smith, and he was going to receive consideration for 769-4A. 9 days later, he was charged with a new domestic assault on Ms. Smith. So he was charged domestic second, as well as MDOP. And this court obviously takes domestic violence extraordinarily seriously. Immediately revoked his bond, and then at sentencing gave him a year on both charges. Now, the court also recognizes, that the victim and the defendant have 3 children together, I believe. Is that correct, Mr. Gagnick? Mr. Gagnick, are you there?
Sorry about that. I'm here. Yeah, the correct statement.
And so I wanted to make sure, because there were some things that Mr. Gagnick brought, Mr. Thomas being very young, that there may be some utility in a strong, solid, upfront jail sentence, and maybe there would be some redemptive qualities that would emerge that would convince the court that it should convert its sentence back to a probationary sentence with tether and intensive domestic violence programming. So at the sentence back on April 11th, I indicated that I wanted this set for a sentencing review in 120 days. Obviously, Ms. Rosenau would have been well familiar with this. And obviously the court could not necessarily anticipate at the time that Ms. Rosenau wouldn't be here. But I said it to basically decide whether to convert this sentence to probation or to continue the remainder of the jail sentence. Now, Mr. Thomas did write a letter from the jail, and Mr. Thomas, while in jail, has taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 4-hour classes while at the jail. Probably the most classes I've ever seen anybody take while in jail. But that's basically all that Mr. Thomas could do to give some evidence of a desire to be on probation rather than jail. Because a person can say as the day is long that they don't want to be in jail. I would think most people would say they don't want to be in jail, that they'd rather be on probation. It's another thing altogether that they actually show it. But there are pieces that I'm missing that I need to sort of have at my disposal when I make this decision. I would like probation and the prosecutor to reach out to the victim, to reach out to the detective and just see sort of where they feel, because obviously victim safety is my main priority. There are competing realities that this court is aware of when it comes to managing domestic violence cases. Because when it comes to jail, there's a finite nature to it. And at some point in time, if he's out and hasn't been equipped with the proper skills and they have kids together, we could be setting up this situation for even greater harm. Then again, if there's a continuing, active, consistent threat, maybe that's the best thing that we can do for the victim, is just to keep him housed as long as possible. These are all of the many dynamics and realities that the court must consider when reflecting on a situation like this. Mr. Thomas is where he is 100% because of decisions he made and actions that he took. So he absolutely has deserved this sentence. But I'm also trying to make sure that the victim is not just safe for the next whatever months he's in jail. I want to make sure that the victim is safe, if at all possible, for the rest of her life, at least as it relates to Mr. Thomas. So I'm hopeful that I can get some feedback, and also and want to make sure here, I'm absolutely wanting to hear the prosecutor's position on this. Obviously after having those conversations and after having reviewed the facts and circumstances of these cases. So I put this out there, Mr. Thomas, to be fair, you have done the only things that you've been able to do while sitting in jail, and I do absolutely recognize that. So my proposal for today is to basically send probation and the prosecutor forth to collect whatever information that the court cannot on its own. I can't call the victim. I can't reach out specifically to the detective on this. These are all tasks that I have to ask the prosecutor of probation to act as proxies on this and get me the information that I need. And then, of course, Mr. Gagnick, I'll want to hear your take on it. My feeling is that this is information that can be acquired, and we can hopefully come back together even a week from now. I don't know, Ms. Epley, Mr. Spencer, if you feel that that's something that can be done. I'd like to think that it could be, but what are your thoughts, Mr. Spencer?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I think in 1 week might be a little difficult to get both a conversation with the victim and the OIC. If I could just get 2 weeks, that would be appreciated.
I don't have a problem with that. The only challenge is I'm not here on the 29th, but what are your, Mr. Spencer, this would just be something that you could appear on Zoom. What are your Novi days?
On just Wednesday, Your Honor. Yeah, Wednesday's the only Novi day.
Okay. Is that all day on Wednesday?
Usually, Your Honor, yes. Usually done about 3:30 in the afternoon.
So I could do, so it actually makes sense if this ends up being some type of resentencing. I could do it on a Tuesday afternoon, the 26th, that's 11 days from now. I could also do the 5th, but I would prefer if we could try to get it by the 26th, that's 11 days. I think, I mean, the OIC is, yeah, the OIC is very easy to get a hold of. I know that for sure. He's just right over, connected to the building here. It's getting a hold of the complaining witness that I think is going to be maybe more of a challenge. But I think with both you and Ms. Epley trying to reach out, there's going to be some way somebody's going to be able to get a hold of her.
Yes, Your Honor. The 26th is fine. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Gagnick, are you available on the afternoon of the 26th?
If that's what has to happen, if that's the soonest date, I will. I'll make myself available.
Yeah, that'll be the soonest date. These are important pieces of information. Honestly, Mr. Thomas, I'll tell you right now, if I didn't have what I'm looking at right now from you, I would not have sent them out on this quest whatsoever. I would have said, you basically haven't used your time at all. And I think you would also recognize that there's a big difference between your current out date and an out date at the end of this month. So I will see you back here on the 26th. We'll have to do it right away first thing because the deputies, I think, are done by 2:30. when it comes to putting people on Zoom. So we'd have to do it right at 1:30. Is that okay for you, Mr. Gagnon?
Yeah, that works, Judge.
All right, so Mr. Thomas, really, there's nothing more that you need to do. You've done everything that you possibly could to give yourself a shot here. It's going to be us doing some additional work and then Mr. Gagnon making arguments on your behalf to see if we can come up with an alternate plan. All right, do you understand what's going on today?
Understand.
Okay, so you and I will see each other on the 26th. Just continue to, look for other opportunities to continue to better yourself. And let's see if we can come up with a plan. Good luck.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please do let us know in the comments what you thought of this video. If you'd like to support what we do here, the best way to do it is to pick up some of our merch. You can find it at courtroomfiles.com.